Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday. We're here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4, and then Fridays 8 and 10. Now, I'm rubbing some snapback on my face. Next week, our times are going to be a little different. So we're going to, same number of lives, but we're going to do the odd times. And so we will start at 9 o'clock. So if you jump on and we're not on, just wait an hour and jump back on and you will see us. So, all right, so this is our noon. And I'm just refreshing my skin. So important to take care of your skin. So you do need to check out our all of our skincare products that we have. We do talk about that. I'll probably talk about some more tomorrow and on the first one on the 10, so we can see that. But I'm so excited. I do want to talk about real quick. And I just found it, so I was like, I'm gonna use it. If I can get it out of here. It is our lip scrub. And it is one of my favorites. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? And so this is what it looks like. Smells, oh, amazing. It is the Pomegranate Lip Scrub. And, you know, I've been feeling so depleted and like my face is felt depleted. So I'm going to do the old lip scrub, and I'm just doing, like, I don't know if you can tell, like just a little. I just put my finger in there and swirled it around, and then I'm exfoliating my lips, but it's also conditioning my lips. It does have some vitamin E in there, so when you take this away, your lips feel amazing. So a lot of times I'll do it right before I brush my teeth. And then when I brush my teeth and blot my face, then what's left is all the goodness. And it happens to taste really well. It tastes really good, but don't eat it. It just tastes good. So it is yummy, but I'm not saying eat it. All right, so now, get that off a little bit. You'll feel the exfoliator in there, and it's really cool. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We always like to cover the beginning, the starter kit. And we know that a lot of people are interested in it or want it or ordered it or haven't opened it yet. And that's why we're doing these lives, and that's why we go over that each and every time, because we don't want any surprises. I mean, we tell you that there's a learning curve. I mean, and if you think about it, obviously there would be, because you have done traditional makeup for so long that, you know, anything new is going to take some time. And so there is a little bit of learning curve. But honestly, once you get it going, and we're going to give you some like steps to practice, you have it down in no time. You really will. So this is one of our starter kits. This is our Icon, and we also have the Icon Pro and the Legend, but they are operated all the same way. And so that's the good thing. The Pro is just going to have two speeds. So you'll have a high speed, a low speed. So if you want to do tanning or body work, something like that, then you will be set. It does come with the 2 bottles of foundation, and we give you the 2 bottles of foundation so you can color match. And hold on, I'm gonna hold my hand up here so it focuses. All right, no. We give you the 2 bottles so you can color match, and you can have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. And the other, I mean, you have 2 bottles. And so what you want to do is practice. I mean, like I said before, the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn and the better you're going to be. So you want to practice. So we give you plenty of makeup to do that. And then the other bottles of Love and Blush, those are Love you might not use every single day. you're only using drops at a time, and so you'll be set. Now, when you do get it, we want you to open it, of course, get it out, and start just feeling that air on your face. When, hello, Patty, good to see you too. When you get started and you open the box and you plug it in, everything comes put together. But when you turn it on, there is air that is coming out. And so this, just feeling the air and moving the stylus around and keeping it 4 finger widths away is practice. Now, there is nothing scary about that. It's more relaxing than anything because it's like, it feels amazing. And so you definitely want to start practicing that way. And then you can start putting water in here and then pull back on the trigger. And you can see how much product is being let out and kind of play with that to, okay, what happens when I pull all the way back? What happens when I just do a little bit? Because we only want a little bit of the product to come out. This isn't traditional makeup. And so you are applying it differently. And I say this and I'll say it over and over. It's like magic. You want to question whether or not it's even coming out, but then all of a sudden you look flawless. That is how it should be. So if you're applying the foundation and it feels wet and sticky and all that, then you're pulling back. You're not doing one of those things correctly. And we just need to tweak that a little bit. So, all right, there we go. Let's get started, shall we? What I want to do today, I was like trying to think. I always talk about pre-coverage. I call it pre-coverage because it's a product you can put on to help start that coverage, to give you a boost up in that coverage. And so I am going to do X Out today. Now, X Out comes in 3 different colors. It's light, medium, and dark. And you're going to get the one that is closest to you. I could probably use light or medium just to give you an idea of what to order. Turn this on. And I'm going to use this wherever I have those problem areas and need to cover. So X Out is going to give you more coverage than Eraser because it does come in the 3 different colors. So as far as coverage goes, Eraser, X Out, and then either the CC, or maybe the peach color corrector or the color correctors, or the CC concealer. I'm like, the other C word, I can't remember. And then we can also look into the concealers, our traditional concealers as well. All right. Hey, Jeannie. So right now, I'm going in and I'm just going to cover those problem areas. So I can get underneath my eyes, I can get on my nose, and I'm just focusing on those areas. I'm not even going to do my forehead right now. I'm only focusing here, nose, this area, and this area. Now, when you're first starting out, this will be a great indication how well you're airbrushing, because if you can't see the demarcation line, then you got it down, because the stylus is blending all of that for you. So you should not have any demarcation lines. All right. All right. So now, sprayed way too much X out there. Now I'm going to put this one up, and we're going to do some contouring, but I'm doing contouring with our traditional concealers. I don't know which one I want to do. So you actually have, again, more options, because I could do this one, which would be kind of just a slight contour, or I could do this one, which would give me a little bit more of a contour. And now keep in mind, because you hear me talk about this all the time, these dry very quickly. And so the other day I did a live where I did my whole face in these to show you where to contour, where to highlight and all that. It was fun trying to blend all that. So if you are going to use these to highlight and to contour, make sure you still work one section at a time. So let's go ahead and go for the dark one. If I wanted to do that, I could go in right like that. And I could use a brush, I could use a blender, and I'm just going to start working with it. Now, you can, I mean, I find when you're not used to touching, hold on, let me get my hair pulled back. When you're not used to touching your face because, you know, we airbrush, I find it's easier to work with a blender or a brush just because I don't like it all in my hand. So I'm just going to blend this out. So that no, you don't have as, you know, don't have the hard edges. It's blended, but you can still see it. Now I'll do this side. And I just did that. And then I'll blend here. Again, having to really work sections at a time so that it doesn't dry and where you're fighting to blend this out. All right. You can tell blending that, and I kind of blend it. I blend it right where it is, but kind of, you know, you saw the exact line and then I kind of smudge it and then blending it up into my temple area, into my hairline. And even if I wanted to change colors, now I'm using the little bit lighter color for contouring. And you might not be able to see that once I blend that. So let's go ahead and go back to this one. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Tapping it out, tapping it out. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit more there. Oop. See, if you don't watch where you're blending, I got it down too far a little bit, but that's okay. I can blend that off. Jeannie, how are you doing with your eyebrow, with your eyeshadow, your airbrush eyeshadow? How's it working? All right, got my contour on. Now I can take a lighter color, even though I have X out here and doing some coverage. I can take, this is ecru, I think, yeah, ecru. And if I wanted to lighten under here just a little bit, I can go in, I don't know, I don't like to hit that first spot. You know, I always tell you that first spot you hit is going to give you the most product. And so that's why I normally don't just go in with the doe foot. I put it on my hand to lighten it just a little, or to where it's not a of makeup. And then I can go right in here, looking up, making sure definitely not to pull underneath that area. Oh. Jeannie's using the purple airbrush eyeshadows, the two and that we used yesterday, but mixing it with the foundation because Jeannie is light. All right, so I highlighted a little bit under here. I contoured here. I can even go in and do some highlight here. So remember that highlighting is what you want to bring forward, and contour is what we're going to soak in. And hey, Melissa, how are you? And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You can get in there. I'm going to do a little bit on my nose. Okay, so I did a lot of contouring and highlighting with basically these. This is Java and Ecru, and it's our concealers. So they're, I use Buff Concealer a lot because it does have a peach undertone. And so I'm able to kind of use it as a color corrector as well. So if you haven't tried our traditional concealers, I would definitely give it a whirl because they are pretty amazing. And you could, you can take it to the next level as far as, if I wanted to contour my nose or, definitely the chin, which I will, but I'll do that with powder. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. So now I can go in and I'm going to add my foundation, putting my drops right in. I'm having to mix a little drop of glow in there with it just to lighten it a little bit and mixing the colors together. Now I'm going to make one complete pass. And then you'll see everything start blending. Like right now, all you're seeing is the highs and the lows. And so now that I'm putting the foundation on, you'll see it all start blending together and starts looking flawless. Just like when I contour with the matte bronzer, or contour or do my blush first, airbrush blush first, this will soften. And then if you look in the mirror and you're like, okay, what else do I need to do? If I need to cover a highlight or cover a contour, I can do that, make it a little bit softer. You can go in and definitely do that. What do you guys think? You like so far? All right. Now, because I love it, I'm going to take the Charming blush, which is a traditional blush, and I can apply that right on top of what I just did. So it's not going to cover my contour. It's just bringing those together. Right like that. All right. And then now let's see, what do I want to do? Let's do the Optics palette. Here is the Optics palette, which has some great colors in that. And I'm going to get a flat eyeshadow brush and a blending eyeshadow brush, and using the flash color, the gold color, I'm going to put that on my lid. Now, this can be a lot brighter. If I wanted it, I could still pack on a little bit more, layer it to intensify that color. You know, we did that with the concealer the other day. Excuse me. We did that with the concealer the other day, but honestly, I have to say our products are so high pigmented that I can just do it this way. True. You know, I can do it this way as well. And it makes it so much easier because then you don't have to be as precise with the concealer, but I can get it right on. Now I'm going to take the Nude and Naughty, and with a brown, medium brown, I'm going to go in and do my crease. Now what this is going to do, because I know a lot of you see me do the crease first, it's going to blend that flash color a little bit and even soften it a little bit more. So if I wanted it to stand out a little bit more, I would do the crease color first, and then the flash color, the yellow gold. And then taking the flat eyeshadow brush, I can go in and do a little bit of soft liner at the bottom. Now you can intensify it, you can soften it, you can stop it wherever you want to and whatever works best for you. That's what I love about makeup, because we can, you can tweak it to the looks and the way you like it as well. My hair is going to stay like that, so I had to take that out real quick. All right. Okay, so now that that's on, I would definitely finish this off with mascara, because with especially these colors, I mean, well, let's just be honest, I don't go out of the house without mascara. So I definitely finish it off with mascara. And then I can take, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm just going to take this one. This is Merengue, and it's our lip vinyls, which I love because they're so creamy, they're so pigmented, so shiny. And apply that. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I love that. Said I look like a Disney, my skin looks like a Disney princess. There we go. So, you know, guys, we show you so many different ways to do this and ways to, you know, sometimes that makeup look is nice, if you know what I mean. Like that makeup look, sometimes I don't want to look like I have anything on. But you can get that, both extremes, with anything luminous. And so that is the great thing about it, because what we show you, again, you can stop at any point or bring it out or do something. I mean, so there's an endless array of possibilities, colors, everything that you can do when you're luminescing. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And you know, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back at 2 o'clock Central Time. So I hope you will join me. Now, remember, at 4, we're going to put on lashes. So we had a request for that. And somebody asked about eyeshadow, traditional eyeshadow. So we'll do that at 4 as well. So I'll have a clean face besides my brows, and we'll do all of that at 4, but I will see you back here at 2. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.